is a quick little summary of our lesson we did on jazz blues. I will put a link in the mail out to a good sort of overview of what a jazz blues is and how it derives from a 1/4/5 blues. We could have it in the lesson, but there are already a million people explaining how to do that on YouTube, so I'll leave it to them. The little bits we looked at specifically were sort of how to get the different chord movements and the different sounds. One way of going about this is looking at the arpeggios. So we ran the arpeggios. I'll do a couple of different sheets of how to do this, but I'll just run them quickly now just so you can see them. So we're going to just start with the 1/4/5 arpeggios. So that's where we started this week, and it will help us get the signposts that we talked about of the 4 chords in bar 4 and the 1 chord at the start and the 5 chord at the end. So that's going to be a B flat 7, an E flat 7 and an F 7. And we're going to do them between the 5th fret and the 9th fret. It's just a nice place in this key, works well on the guitar, and it's just a good place to start from. So your B flat 7 arpeggio here is going to go like this, starting at B flat on the bottom E string at the 6th fret. Yep, and you want to cover the whole range within that little space. Your E flat 7 is going to look like this. You're going to start at the 6th fret of the A string, the E flat root note there. You can also add in those 2 notes at the bottom as well. So if you run it up and down, it might sound like this. So along those lines. The F7 will be something like this. So you're going to start at the 8th fret of the A string. Again, you can add the notes below it, and it looks something like this. So we talked to, as well as running those arpeggios on their own, up and down, across that whole section, just to get used to those individual sounds. We talked a little bit today about keeping a form and listening for a form, and how difficult this is when you're just starting out playing jazz, because it's a new thing to do. So a couple of things can really help with this. Firstly, listening a lot. So I'll put some links on to blueses, jazz blues, especially in B flat, but also playing it different ways. So comping the chords to it and practicing that round and round is really going to help you keep the form. Something along the lines of. A super simplified down version, 1/4/5, it's just going to get you used to how the form gets. Practicing that round is really great. Also, incorporating the arpeggios can be really useful, so you're starting to map out the fretboard a little bit. I'll just do one exercise now, but I might write out some more in the mail out as well, so you've got a little bit more to work with. So something like keeping the simple 4-note arpeggios and taking that through the sequence. So that'll sound like this. Again, super simple, it's just a 1/4/5. There's loads of embellishment you can add on to this later, but just getting that down first is really important. Last little thing that we talked about that's really important, actually 2 little things, we'll get there. Second to last is taking little cells through the blues. So having a little cell and then modifying it a little bit for each chord. We talked about how important this little movement between your D natural and your B flat and the D flat on the E flat chord is. So just finding little cells that work through those. So something like that. Just take it through the blues, have a little melody, something nice and repetitive. It's a really great place to start. Final thing was listening and transcribing a little bit. If you have time and the inclination, the Miles Davis solo on Freddie Freelo is a really good place to start. What that'll give you is all the stuff that you're not going to get from just doing exercises. it'll help you with the feel and the time and the general vibe that you're going for. So that's just a really, really nice solo, really succinct, really easy to hear, a good place to start. So I hope you find that useful. Thanks.